Hey guys, welcome back to another episode. In today's video, we are going to be talking about exploring SMA therapies and exploring what's new, talking about what's new. The landscape for SMA has shifted from supportive care to disease modifying therapies, featuring three FDA approved treatments: Spinraza, which is a splicing modifier, Zolgensma, which is a gene replacement, and Evrysdi, which is a oral splicing modifier. New developments include high-dose Spinraza, emerging anti-myostatin agents to boost muscle strength, and research into combination therapies for enhanced efficiency. So that's really cool. Combination therapies where you can maybe take Spinraza in addition to Evrysdi. So that's what it means by combination therapies. I heard it's actually uncommon but not impossible. So please speak to your healthcare provider about that. It's a good question to ask. Key approved therapies, the big three. Spinraza was approved in 2016 for all ages. It increases functional SMN protein production via spinal injection. And Zolgensma, which is a one-time intravenous gene therapy for young children, often under the ages of 2 years old, that replaces the missing/defective SMN1 gene. Intravenous is an IV infusion. Evrysdi, an oral daily medication that modifies SMN2 splicing, approved for infants and older individuals. So now we will be talking about what is new and upcoming in SMA treatments. High-dose Spinraza. Recent approvals allow for a high-dose regimen of Spinraza for new and existing patients. Now, this is really, really huge for someone like myself. I personally have SMA type 2, and I too also take Spinraza. So this is going to be really, really interesting. It just became FDA approved March 30th, March 31st, one of those two. And I'm really looking forward to seeing and hearing more about this high dose and how it affects not just myself, but affects the SMA community. I'm really, really curious on that. I'm really looking forward to it. Muscle-targeted agents, which is SMN independent, instead of increasing protein, new treatments like apatigromad. I was struggling with this word in my previous video, which aims to strengthen muscles, aiming to improve mobility beyond what SMN-directed therapies achieve. So the difference between this new medication that they're talking about, which is the name that I cannot pronounce, which is right here, apatigromad, something like that. That medication specifically targets the muscle growth, whereas like Spinraza, Zolgensma, and Evrysdi primarily target the neuroproduction, the SMN protein, the neuroprotein. So the SMN protein is what I meant to say. Whereas this one helps primarily focused on not the neurons, but focuses on the muscle growth, which is pretty cool. A smart angle to kind of aim at. It says advanced gene therapy research is exploring next-gen delivery systems to maximize effectiveness, decrease side effects, and extend access to older patients. It says combination therapies. Researchers are testing the combination of existing drugs, combining a gene therapy with a splicing modifier to optimize outcomes. It says neuroprotection. Experimental approaches are looking at enhancing the neuromuscular junction to protect motor neurons. That's really, really cool. That's the word I was looking for. So Spinraza, Zolgensma, and Evrysdi primarily target the motor neurons, whereas this new medication, which is this one I cannot pronounce, apatigromad, this right here, I'm highlighting it for you guys. That medication primarily targets and focuses on the muscle growth. So it says focus on early intervention. The rapid adoption of newborn screening allows for pre-systematic treatment, which has shown significantly better motor milestone outcomes compared to treating after symptom onset. Despite the advances, managing treatment in patients with 4 SMN2 copies and optimizing the long-term lifelong care remains a key area of study. So it says, despite the advances, managing treatment in patients with 4 SMN2 copies. I don't know what that means. I don't know if it's talking about SMA type 4. Rapid adoption of newborn screening allows for pre-systematic treatment, showing significantly better motor milestone outcomes. I don't know what they mean by that. Maybe my mind's just drawing like a brain fog. You know, you get some of those moments. I don't know. I'm not understanding that. Let's talk about. Okay, we're not gonna go over that. I really don't know what this means. So it says focus on early intervention. The rapid adoption of newborn screening allows for pre-systematic treatment, which has shown significantly better motor milestone outcomes compared to treating after symptom onset. Okay, I understand the first part, but it says despite the advances, managing treatment in patients with 4 SMN2 copies and optimizing the long-term lifelong care remains a key area of study. I don't know what they mean by that. Let me know if you guys know if you guys know what they mean by this. Maybe there's 4 SMN2 copies. I'm not too sure on that. Let's actually check. Why not? Let's check. If I can find it, I'm gonna just close out the video here. Oh, okay, yeah. Okay, yeah. So it is 4. Okay, so what this means, it would, if I didn't look it up, it personally would have just bugged me that I did not know. So it says 4 SMN2 copies in spinal muscular atrophy patients typically indicate a milder, later onset phenotype, often type 3 or type 4. Excuse me. While generally associated with higher functional SMN protein, 4 copy patients can still exhibit significant disease progression, with many experiencing a loss of ambulation over time. Immediate treatment is now recommended for infants identified with 4 copies through newborn screening. Says key aspects of 4 SMN2 copies: disease severity, usually milder, with symptoms appearing later in childhood or adulthood compared to 1 to 3 copies. Oh, that's right. I think I'm refreshing my memory here now. Clinical variability. Phenotypes can range from a systematic or mild muscle weakness to severe, with studies finding 12% of 4 copy patients may present with type 1/type 2 symptoms requiring early intervention. Newborn screening, conscientious guidelines from Cure SMA recommend immediate treatment for newborns with 4 SMN2 copies to prevent the onset of symptoms rather than waiting for them to appear. Prognosis. While 4 copies suggest a better prognosis, they do not guarantee a mild course. Many patients with 4 copies still experience progressive muscle weakness and potential loss of walking ability. Prevalence. Studies show a significant number of SMA patients, roughly 12 to 40%, may have 4 or more SMN2 copies. SMN2 acts as a modifier gene. Therefore, higher copy numbers typically result in more produced protein, reducing the overall severity of SMA. Okay, so I was wrong. When I thought I picked up, I was wrong. I don't know why, but my mind I don't know why, but I thought depending on the SMN copy you have, depending on the number of SMN copy you have, determined the type of SMA you have. No, I was wrong with that. So this is really interesting though. But back to exploring what's new. What's new is pretty much the newest thing to summarize everything is Spinraza now just got a higher dosage, which went from 12 milligrams to 28 milligrams of Spinraza. In addition to this new medication that is trying to become FDA approved, which is this medication that I cannot pronounce, aptite gromide, which this medication primarily focuses not on the motor neurons, but focuses more on the muscle growth. So that's one new to summarize everything. And let me know if you guys personally enjoyed today's video, if you guys gained value from this video. If you guys did, please let me know within the comments down below. And also comment down below what you guys would like to see within future videos. I love you guys. I appreciate you guys. Subscribe if you guys are new. We are next milestone. We just reached 100 subscribers. Next milestone is try to reach 200. I love you guys. I appreciate you guys. And as always, remember, grow through what you go through. Much stuff.